football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans will take over.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. You got block, man. You got block, man. 54 mark, 54 mark.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now Stroud. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Jacobs going to try the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's to the 15, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 73 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 64 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Stroud. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third and goal, Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll look to throw. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have regained the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. Being chased out left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. Oh, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Stroud on third down now. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Delson in motion. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And Gordon's got it. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 4. Downfield and caught by Thornton. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 69 yards. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The throwing again is Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And Stroud now to throw. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. 52 yards. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Stroud and company going for it. That is caught.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton,
59 yards.
And the Patriots get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here goes Stroud again.
He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jacobs. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Touchdown, Texans. Josh Jacobs from a yard out.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is secured by the Patriots.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Thornton, the motion man right.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Patriots are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Second and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for New England. 67 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game